Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is good to see you guys as usual. So, I know my hair looks a little different. I've never really done it like this before. I'm all scrunchied out, got my scrunchies in my hair. I thought it was cute. These are the scrunchies from the girl that sent me them. The really sweet girl that sent me them, and you can still go to her website and get some. I will still link it down below if you guys would like to buy some scrunchies, and you get a really good deal. Actually, some of my nurses bought some because they thought they were so cute, and you can still use my code to get 15% off. So yeah, my nurses thought they were the cutest things. And I was like, what should I do with my hair today? And I was like, okay, I'll do something different since I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different today. Why not? So I'm just all scrunchied out today. So, yeah, so I have this white one, this plaid one, I think that's what it's called. And then this one has crosses on it. And then I have the bumblebee one and this pink and white one. And then I also have a one that is navy blue. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know if you guys wondered where the scrunchies came from. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about 3 a.m. and why there's so much stigma around 3 a.m., why people are so freaked out about 3 a.m., and why it's such a scary time. I thought it was actually pretty interesting because, you know, that's like the devil's hour or the witching hour or whatever. I thought it was pretty interesting to talk about. I told you guys I was going to start talking more about paranormal things and conspiracy theories and just cool things like that. So let's just go ahead and get right into the video, and I'll tell you guys all about it. I did a lot of research, so let's go ahead and get right into it.
Ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast, all tied up like a captive. I'm on to you, used to pay to my life, sending the rainbows, playing it cool. I don't felt this in ages, and I have no more patience, so won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger.
I did a lot of research on this particular topic because I didn't know too much on the topic. All I knew is that a lot of people talk about how it's a very scary hour and that a lot of people wake up at this hour when they have sleep paralysis or when people have like anything scary going on, or if they're being haunted or anything, they tend to wake up at 3 a.m. So I wondered about it. I was like, why is that? Like, what is the deal with 3 a.m.? So I did a lot of research, and I thought it was pretty interesting what I found. So I actually have woken up many times at 3 a.m. and had sleep paralysis at 3 a.m. and things like that, and it absolutely terrifies me. If you haven't seen my sleep paralysis video yet, I'll link that down below so you guys can go watch it. If I were you, I would go watch that either before or after you watch this video, because in that video I really explain a lot about sleep paralysis and why does it happen, and how I've had it and my experiences with it and stuff like that. So yeah, sleep paralysis, a lot of people that have it wake up at 3 a.m. and that is considered the devil's hour or the witching hour. So, because of a lot of spooky, chilling things that have happened at 3 a.m., people say it's the hour the spirit world and the actual world come together. And so the line between the spirit world and the regular world, like the normal world that we live in, is actually the thinnest. So it's really weird. So the line between it is the thin, and this is where all the crazy stuff goes on. is at 3 a.m. So let's just go and get on into all this craziness that happens and why it happens and what are the theories and stuff like that. And then I'll tell you guys my theories and stuff like that. And I'm sorry about this. This is, like I said, my spray tan's messed up because of my port put in. So ignore that. Just ignore it. Thank you. But anyways, so people tend to wake up from 3 to 4 a.m. when they are being haunted. A lot of people that say they are being haunted wake up from 3 to 4 a.m. and have this unsettling feeling, or this feeling that somebody is watching them. It is said that if you wake up in the hour of 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. every single night, so if you do it like just, randomly, you know, I don't think there's really anything to that, but if you're doing this every single night, there's probably a good chance that you are being haunted or that something is watching you, which I know is so scary and terrifying to think about. But from what I've read and heard, that's true. You know, it's not been, of course, proven by scientists or anything like that, but if you believe in, like, the spirit world, and if you believe in the spiritual, you know, things, and, like, God and the devil and things like that, then you kind of have to believe in this kind of stuff. You can't just believe halfway. You have to believe fully in everything that, like, you can't just half-ass things, you know? If you believe in God, you have to believe in the devil. If you believe in angels, you have to believe in demons. If you believe in good, you have to believe in the bad, because, you know, there's always good people and there's always bad people. So you never really know. You can't half think something. So, I mean, if you are waking up and you have a bad, like, unsettling feeling, that's probably not a good thing if you have a bad feeling about the spirit that is watching you. But if you have a good, like, safe feeling about whatever is watching you or whatever is there with you, then it's probably not a bad spirit. There is such thing as good spirits, and there is such thing as angels. Like I said, there's such thing as angels and there's such thing as demons. But the angels, of course, are watching you always, and like, there's such thing as angel numbers, which it's like numbers that keep reappearing, and it's from angels, like your guardian angels, they're sending you these numbers that you are seeing over and over and over, and it's from your guardian angels. Alright guys, being in the hospital comes with people coming in every freaking second, so it's hard to film a damn video. So there can be angels that are watching you. I'm thinking about doing as many videos as I can in the month of October, doing some Halloween makeup, just talking about some creepy stuff and stuff like that. So I'll try and get up as many videos as I can in October. But anyways, like I was saying, there's always bad and there's always good. But good always overcomes bad. Light and love always overcomes hate and, you know, bad spirits and just unsettling things. You know, light and love and God always overcome all of that. So, you know, if you are feeling scared or feeling like there's something in your home that is not welcoming, that is, you know, scaring you, you should always pray. And that's what I do. I do it every day, about 3 to 4 times a day. I pray, and I pray every single night before I go to bed. Doesn't matter where I am, if I'm at a friend's house, whatever. I always say my prayers before I go to bed, because you could not wake up tomorrow, you know? So I always say my prayers before I go to bed, because I think it's really important to do that. So good always overcomes evil, and you always have to remember that, even if you're going through a really hard time. People claim to wake up jittery and with the cold sweats and jump out of bed with a bad feeling that someone is watching them at 3 a.m. Apparently, the devil's strongest hour of the day is 3 a.m. So apparently, because the devil's strongest hour of the day is at 3 a.m. and it is said that demonic activities are the highest between 3 to 4 a.m. It is believed that Jesus was crucified at 3 p.m., which is known now as the most godly hour. So yeah, it is believed that Jesus was crucified at 3 p.m. in the daytime. It's basically the devil mocking and demons mocking Jesus and the godly hour, because, you know, they're just very, very bad people, or whatever they are. They're just horrible. And to mock that is absolutely disgusting and horrible to do, and I just can't even imagine like having that much hate in your heart. So exactly 12 hours from 3 p.m. is 3 a.m. The demonic activities have set in. In hindsight, while demons are the weakest at 3 p.m., they are the strongest at 3 a.m. So that is what is believed. Mockery of the Holy Trinity. It is also said that demons operate at that hour, apparently to mock at the time Jesus was crucified, 12 hours prior to that, like I just said, which is absolutely disgusting and horrible, and just really not a good thing at all. Sacrifices and rituals. It is also said that at 3 a.m. is also the time when maximum rituals and sacrifices take place. Apparently the fact that nobody can watch them makes them more powerful. So apparently they are more powerful because nobody can watch them at this hour, and a lot of people tend to do rituals and satanic rituals and like cults and stuff, you know. They perform their rituals and sacrifices at that hour because I guess they know that it's the devil's hour as well, and they want to do it at that time. I've heard stories of people like running into satanic cults and stuff at like parks in the middle of the night or in the road, or I've heard of really, really scary stories of people running into things like that, which is absolutely terrifying. I don't know what I would do if I ran into something like that. I just don't know like how someone could be so dark of a person to even join a cult and like do things like that. It's just horrible. I don't understand how. I understand people being depressed and, you know, wanting out of it, and that, you know, I can talk about this in a different video, but the devil does come for people's souls when they are at their lowest point in their life, when they are the most desperate, and that he comes for you when you're at your weakest. So movies and more. This is talking about movies and stuff. This is all the research that I did. 3 a.m. is also seen as a very unholy time in movies. If you've ever seen The Conjuring, the clock stops at 3 a.m. and everything goes downhill from there. Hey guys, I know you can tell that I changed shirts and stuff. Sorry, I went, my dad got here and I went down to the gift shop and I got a new shirt. I just think it's a lot scary, like how I was saying, that people say, you know, be more scared of actual people than, you know, ghosts and dead people and demons and stuff. But I just find it terrifying that there are ghosts and evil spirits that can literally harm you physically and mentally and emotionally. Yeah, that can literally control you and that can possess you. And like, I find that so scary that the devil can do things like that. So I just think you should always pray and make sure that you don't play or ever mock or anything to a demon or a negative spirit or negative entity, because you could for sure ruin your life. But anyways, as I was saying about the exorcism of Emily Rose, it's also in that movie. She wakes up every night at 3 a.m. and has this, smells this nasty smell, she said. This is actually a very terrifying story that I hate even talking about. Like I said, after I heard about this story, I didn't even watch the movie or anything. After I heard about it, I couldn't sleep for a few nights or anything. It was actually one of the most terrifying things I've ever heard in my life. So Emily Rose, the haunting of Emily Rose is actually a true story. And the real girl's name was Annalise Mitchell. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not for sure, but it was one of those. Okay, so this is about going to bed. It is also said that by chance you wake up at 3 a.m. someday, you should try to go back to bed immediately. One should not wait for any untoward thing to happen. Usually when I wake up at 3 in the morning, I stay up until it's light up outside to go back to bed because I'm scared. But I think it's saying here, don't, wake up at 3 a.m. to, get a demon to come talk to you and hang out or something. I think that's what it's saying here. I'm not for sure, but that's how I'm taking it as. I don't think you just sitting up, I don't think if you just wake up at 3 and just sit up and watch some TV is going to harm you. That's what I always do. If, like I said, anytime I wake up at 3 a.m., I'm not usually able to go back to sleep unless I'm extremely exhausted and there is someone in the bed with me. I cannot sleep by myself if it's 3 in the morning. I will wait until 4 and go to bed, or wait until the sunlight is out and I'll go back to bed. So, the witching hour. Sometimes it is also said that this witching hour is a time when all demons meet. They might do so in a graveyard or any other places of sacrifice. So it's definitely not a good idea to go in a graveyard at 3 in the morning ever. It's really not a good idea to go in a graveyard just to hang out anyways. I will be honest, I have done that with friends. There's this place where I live, and it's called Souls Chapel. I don't live there, but it's in the town that I live in. Well, it's a little bit out of town. It's in the county that I live in. So, me and my friends would go there, and this is extremely stupid of us. I had nothing to do with it. I knew it was stupid at the time, so I didn't do anything. But some of the people I was with, they had a Ouija board, and they went to the graveyard with it. It wasn't an actual Ouija board. They had made it out of a pizza box, but it was still a Ouija board. And they were trying to communicate with the spirits there or whatever. Apparently this graveyard is very, very haunted, and apparently someone burnt down a church there and people were hung there. And then there's this doll that if you find it, it can if you don't say bye when you leave that graveyard, apparently you can die on your way home. You can die in a car wreck. It's apparently extremely dangerous, but we went so many times. We would literally just go there to hang out, and nothing bad ever happened, thank God. We did have some creepy stuff happen to us, but nothing crazy. But they weren't my friends, but the stupid people I were with literally had a Ouija board and burnt it at the graveyard. And I literally just kept saying, you guys are so stupid. I have nothing to do with this. I have nothing to do with this. And I said, do not follow me home. Goodbye. When I left that place, I was terrified. And sometimes the people I would be with would say, follow us home, thinking it was a joke, when it's literally not a joke. It's so incredibly serious. It's terrifying, and you should never mock spirits because they can mess with you for the rest of your life, you know? They can. But yeah, so going to a graveyard or any other places of sacrifice, I don't know what that means. I don't know what places of sacrifice are, but it's basically saying don't go to this place at 3 a.m. You should really never go to a graveyard and hang out anyway. That's very disrespectful, to just walk over people's graves and bodies. That's so incredibly disrespectful. Please don't ever do that. I did not do that when I went to the graveyard. I knew it was disrespectful. I always just usually stayed in the car or we walked around outside, but never walked over the graves or anything. That's very disrespectful to whoever's buried there and the families of the deceased people. So just don't do it. Okay? Do not do it. So, witchcraft. In the world of witchcraft, any spell, sacrifice, or exorcism does not go unsuccessful at this hour. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's saying, like, if you do an exorcism at 3 a.m., it won't be successful, or it will. I don't know if it's saying that it's not a good time to perform an exorcism at 3 in the morning, but I heard that it is a good idea to perform a sacrifice or spells or witchcraft at 3 in the morning. So I guess it's saying that bad things happen at 3 in the morning. And after all of these people putting all this negative energy around 3 in the morning, it's gonna be a bad hour. No matter what, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's 3 in the morning. This is the haunted hour. This is the witching hour. This is the devil's hour. This is the scary hour. You are going to be scared because everyone's putting all this energy around this hour. So it's going to be scary no matter what. It's going to have this bad reputation. Once you start talking about a person and giving them a bad reputation, they're going to have a bad reputation, you know? That's kind of how it goes. And so for putting all this negative energy around this hour, it's gonna have bad energy, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. In a way, all cultures, religions, and scriptures have instilled a sense of fear when it comes to 3 a.m. Therefore, it is normal to feel a little fear if you get up or get woken up at this time. It's completely normal to feel scared or nervous if you wake up at 3 in the morning, because of all the stigma around it. It's incredibly normal to feel scared or a sense of fear because all of what people say about it. Like I said, every time I wake up at 3 in the morning, I always feel scared, and sometimes I feel like someone is watching me, or I just feel a really bad feeling, like an unsettling feeling when I wake up at 3 in the morning. Now, if I wake up at 1 or 2, it's not, I still get a little bit scared, honestly, just because I'm a scaredy cat. But if you're waking up at 3 in the morning every night, you should probably check on things, and you should probably keep praying. It says to, if you keep waking up at 3 a.m., please just keep praying. And in reality, however, there is no scientific theory to support these claims. It's unexplainable. Most of us are in our REM stage of sleep at 3 a.m. So REM stage of sleep is rapid eye movement. So that's, I guess, when you're sleeping and your eyes are just moving around is what I've always thought. I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm guessing that's what that means, rapid eye movement. I guess your eyes are just like moving around. But yeah, so this is the stages where I think you're more likely to get sleep paralysis at this stage of your sleep. So yeah, I don't know much about the REM stage of sleep. I did learn about that in psychology, but I don't really remember much about it. But I did love psychology. I thought it was really interesting. Relaxed body. In reality, our body is completely relaxed at this point. The heartbeat, cardiac pressure, and pulse rate is irregular. If in this state you are suddenly woken up, you are bound to feel a little jittery. So it's basically saying, like, if you're woken up at this time, you're bound to feel a little bit scared, a little bit shaky, jittery, whatever, because you were, completely asleep, and then you wake up and you're like a little bit scared. This stage can also cause psychological stimulations, so you might feel zoned out, cranky, or sweaty, and it is perfectly normal. So you can wake up feeling like cranky, I guess, and sweaty. I don't usually wake up at 3 in the morning feeling cranky. I don't know what that's about, but I do get cold sweats in the night, but I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. I just get cold sweats for some reason. So, yeah. Apparently it's perfectly normal. Sometimes when we wake up at that hour, we might even feel very cold. This is because our body temp is not very well regulated in a REM cycle. So, I know when I would wake up for school, even if it was summertime, if I would wake up for school, when I did go to school, I rarely ever went to school, but when I did, I would wake up and it would be like 6:30 in the morning or 7, and I would always be freezing. Like, I would always want to sit in front of a heater or something while I got ready. I know that, but yeah, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm really cold, and I just cuddle up under the covers, cuddle with my dog. Sad that I'm not here, that he's not here with me. I wish he was. I miss him so much, but yeah, so I do cuddle up under the covers while I'm sleeping, but I never have woke up at 3 in the morning insanely freezing unless I had a fever or something, so I don't know anything about that either. But I do know if you are being haunted, you are more likely to wake up like freezing, or to just randomly get freezing even if you're awake. Like, I know that if you're being haunted by anything, that you are more likely to get cold, like get a really cold sensation. Like, some people even claim to see their breath get that cold, which is insane. I don't know how that happens, but yeah. However, on the contrary, scientists say that 3 a.m. in fact can be one of the best times to wake up, provided if you went to bed early. So, like, if you went to bed early, I would say if you went to bed at like 7 or something, you'd have to go to bed pretty damn early to wake up at 3 in the freaking morning. I would never want to wake up at 3 in the morning. Who would want to do that unless they have to work and like be at work at 4 or something, or be at work at 5 or something, Waking up at 4 in the morning does not sound ideal, and I would never want to do that. So, yeah. It says, scientist says it's the best time to wake up for some reason. According to religious scriptures, 3 a.m. is the best time to wake up since it falls 2 hours before sunlight creeps in. 5 a.m. is considered auspicious. That's what it said. And I wrote down word for word what I wanted to write down and take notes of. And that's what the word was. I literally looked it up and everything. That is the word, auspicious. I don't even know if that's a word. So if it's not, I'm sorry. It is also said that 3 a.m. is the best time to pray to God and meditate. And any puja, I don't know what the heck that is, conducted at this time will be successful. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I always pray to God at 3 a.m. If I wake up, I always pray for him to keep me safe and stuff. I've never meditated at 3 in the morning, but I do sometimes like to meditate if I can. It's really relaxing, and I like it. But, so yeah, that's pretty much all the research that I did on 3 a.m. Now, my thoughts on 3 a.m. I think it's just a very scary hour. Honestly, people have made it a very scary hour. And apparently it's the time where the spiritual world and the real world, as the line between it is the thinnest, and demons can get out good spirits can get out, bad spirits can get out, anything can get out, you know. And if you're playing like these horrible games that you should not be playing, it's more likely to happen to you. And people take it as a joke until it happens to them, and then they are regretting their decision. Like, I know there was a girl, it was a true story, and if you want to watch it, it's on Netflix. It's called Veronica. I'm sorry I keep doing this. I always do that. But anyways, it's called Veronica, and it is a movie about this girl. Her and her friends play with a Ouija board. And I can also do a video on Ouija boards do's and don'ts. I think I would like to do a video on that. Even because, like, I know some of you are still going to do it, but I would definitely advise you not to, but I know some of you still are going to do it. But if you guys have any experiences, like ever playing with one, comment down below your experiences. I would like to know your experiences. And any stories that I see down below that I find really fascinating, I will share in my videos. So let me know any crazy stories or paranormal stories or conspiracy theories that you guys have down below, and I will share them on my channel. So anyways, there's this movie, it's called Veronica. It's a true story about this girl. I forgot her real name, but she plays with a Ouija board with her friends, and it goes terribly wrong, and she ends up getting possessed, and a nun comes down and breaks the Ouija board in half before they are able to say goodbye. And it is someone pretending to be her father, and it's not really her father. Demons can do that. They can pretend to be whoever they want to be, and she ends up dying 6 months later of unexplainable causes or whatever. And the police literally reported that it was paranormal. That it was the first case in the whole world for the police to literally say they experienced something paranormal. So yeah, it's a very interesting movie if you want to watch it. I didn't watch the whole thing because I was way too scared, but my mom watched it, and I watched a video on it from Haley Reese as well. So yeah, you guys got to be careful out there with what you do. But yeah, so my thoughts on 3 a.m. It's scary. It's a scary hour. Be careful. Don't do anything stupid at 3 a.m. Don't mock or summon a demon ever. It's not a good idea. And don't make fun of them. Like, don't even try it. It's very serious. It's a lot more serious than you would think. And I love you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was interesting for you guys. And if you did, give it a big thumbs up and comment below what you want to see next. Tell me some of your stories. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell down below. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.